This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance or training purposes.
I'm Lockoutmen, and I present to you another MTC on the Recruiter Call channel. We're back with a new episode of Company Calls. In this episode, we're continuing to find out their drug screening process and if they accept S.A.P drivers. If this is something that's interest to you, make sure you stay tuned.
You're not currently in a S.A.P program, correct?
So do you guys accept S.A.P drivers?
We do not.
So how much experience do you guys require?
We have two different programs. So we have one that is a minimum of 1 year, and then we have another that's 2 years or better.
What would be the pay for the 2 year?
So do you have 2 years is what I'm asking. So if you have the 2 years, it's 57 cents a mile.
So what about the 1 year?
The 1 year is 53 cents a mile.
Drug screening, is it urine or hair follicles or both?
So we send you to a clinic and they do a drug screening, and it's not hair follicle. It is not hair follicle.
How much experience do you guys require? Is that for all different divisions that you have? If I'm not mistaken, you do have different divisions there, right?
Yep, we run hopper bottom, end dump, and pneumatic trailers as our three divisions, and they all require that 2 year verifiable over the road experience.
All right, very good. For the pneumatic trailer, do we have to have our tankers and our hazmat for that?
No tankers required, but a hazmat endorsement, card, and passport is required for that pneumatic side.
Do you guys accept S.A.P drivers?
We do not.
For drug screening, is it urine or hair follicle or both?
It is urine.
What would be the mileage pay coming in for 2 years?
For that pneumatic side?
Well, you can give it to me for, across the board.
Right now, that pneumatic paying $260 loaded, $210 empty. Hopper bottom paying $228 loaded, $203 empty. And that end dump is going to be paying $248 loaded, $203 empty.
Is this W-2 or 1099?
This is 1099. This is owner-operators.
So this will be lease, pretty much, right?
You have to own your own truck.
So as far as a company driver, I will be looking towards one of those owner-operators to drive for.
No, sir. We're just looking for guys that bring their own truck over.
All right, guys, let's get into this one. There's two different Oakleys. There's one that I called previous to this, and I believe that there's like a tanker company. And then this Oakley right here has hopper bottom pneumatic trailers. This Oakley right here is strictly owner operator. They're looking for drivers that own their own trucks, or if you're leasing your truck from a dealership, you probably might be able to get in there, bring your own truck, and you'll set up a leasing contract with Oakley to pull their trailers. All right. If you guys want additional information on that, and you're an owner operator or a lease driver with your truck from a dealership, give them a call. You guys are a tanker company. Do you guys require hazmat and tankers?
We do require tanker endorsement, yes, sir, but we do not require hazmat. We only haul food grade liquid.
How much experience you guys require?
We require a minimum of 3 years driving with a Class A CDL.
For anybody that doesn't have that tanker driving experience, but they do have the driving experience with the 3 years, would you guys train them?
Yep, we do pump, truck, and tank training specific to what we do in our orientation. Yes, sir.
What would be the mileage pay coming in with 3 years?
We do a 3-tier pay structure. So basically, like if you take a shorter haul, the more money you make per mile. So do you have a specific home time schedule that you'd like? Our drivers are averaging between 86 and 89 cents a mile. Normal drivers with weekly home time are right around 86 cents a mile. And then OTR drivers that are out 2 to 3 weeks are averaging right around 80. No, I'm sorry. They're both averaging 86 cents a mile.
Is this W-2 or 1099?
It's a W-2 company. Yep. Looking for weekly home time, or are you looking for like
What will my weekly home time look like?
Well, it depends on the location.
Ohio,
What part of Ohio?
Columbus.
In Columbus, we do regional or OTR. So regional is out 5 full days, and then you're home for a minimum of your 34-hour reset. And then we do ask you to be available 1 weekend day a month. And OTR is out 2 to 3 weeks. And you get 1 day off for every week you are out. So we hire both schedules out of your area, so you'll be able to choose.
Do you guys accept SAP drivers?
No, sir. That's actually one of our disqualifications for our insurances.
We have a terminal in Columbus, right? We have one in Canton, we have one in Cleveland, and we have one in Dayton.
Do you guys require hazmats with tankers?
Yes, we do. Absolutely, we do.
How much experience do you guys require?
4 years of Class A driving.
All right, with those 4 years of experience, what will be the mileage pay coming in?
So we pay hourly. At CLI Transport, we pay hourly. Terminals in Ohio start at $39.65 an hour.
Does that include overtime?
Overtime is after 40 hours a week. It's time and a half after 40 hours a week.
Do you guys accept SAP drivers?
So I would just encourage you to submit an application, and then we go from there.
Drug screening, is it urine or hair follicles or both?
Honestly, I'm not even sure.
How much experience do you guys require?
Well, first, what is your zip code so I can make sure you're in the hiring area?
How much experience do you guys require?
To come in as an E3, 4 months. To come in as an E1, 6 months or more.
What will be the mileage pay for coming in?
Well, it's based on fleet. So we have multiple fleets here. The fleets available to you are based on your home zip code. What is your home zip code? Gosh, it's Monday. I need to learn how to type. So in your area, we currently have dry van Midwest Regional, refrigerated Midwest Regional, and then we have dry van and refrigerated over the road. So the regional are out 5 days, home 2. Over the road positions are 11 to 14 days out, home 3.
All right. Now, what will be the mileage pay for those?
Do you want a home weekly? Is money more important than home time, or home time more important than money?
Vice versa. So I'll just see which one works for me. So what you got?
Do you have a preference over dry van or refrigerated?
No, I don't.
So the dry van Midwest Regional average weekly is $11.40. The top 50% are making $12.15, and the top performers are making $13.00. That pay scale is 48 cents to $1.40, and that doesn't include the 3-cent accident-free pay that we give you, which is a bonus. And then you get an additional 2 cents if your home address qualifies for primary commercial. So the base is 48 to $1.40. You're automatically going to get the 2 cents. So that puts you 3 cents, 51 to $1.43. The way that it is paid is based on length of haul. The shorter the length of haul, the more you make per mile. The average length of haul within this company is 384. Refrigerated questions, I'd rather answer them while you got them on the top of your mind.
So basically, you guys operate off of a sliding scale.
Correct.
All right, continue.
The refrigerated Midwest Regional, the average weekly earning is $11.70. The top 50% are making $12.55, and the top performers are doing $13.30. Their pay scale is 55 cents to $1.47. Then you add the 3-cent accident-free pay, putting you at 58 cents to $1.50. And again, if you qualify for primary commercial, you would get an additional 2 cents. The refrigerated national, which is the over the road, the average weekly is $13.20. The top 50% are making $14.75, and our top performers are doing $17.80. Refrigerated pay scale is 54 cents to $1.17. Then you add the 3 cents, so you have 57 to $1.20. And then the dry van is average weekly $12.15. Top 50% are doing $13.80, and the top performers are doing $1,700. And their pay scale is 49 cents to $1.12. You add the 3 cents, you get 52 to $1.15.
Do you guys accept SAP drivers?
We look at each individual application, yes.
For drug screening, is it urine or hair follicles or both?
Both.
there you have it. All the trucking companies in today's MTC. A few of them do just urine and a few of them don't know, and one of them is both. Majority all the companies do not accept SAP drivers. Let's talk about ROEHL for a second. That was a lot to take in. Basically, to break it down in a nutshell, ROEHL is a sliding scale. So whatever the short amount of miles that you do, you will probably get that $1 or more. And the more miles that you do, you will get that 48 cents or more. So if you guys are interested in ROEHL or any other companies that are featured in today's MTC, give them a call and see if they will work out for you. Until next time, everybody.
Who's next?